Welcome, guys, back to the channel. One of the things we have to talk about with communication in the voice is the subconscious mind. And this is a huge, passionate area of mine. I have been manifesting, meditating, doing yoga, chanting, mantra, all of those things for the last 25 years. And very recently, I've been studying Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, and it's been accelerating my manifesting abilities. And I want to share why this is so important for your business, for your life, for your legacy that you're making on this planet. Because ultimately, we are not going to be able to be fully expressed in our potential if we're constantly recycling the past. I'm going to talk about what I mean by that in a second, but there's some key fundamentals that you have to understand now about your mind and behavior in general. So when we think about, okay, I want to transform the way that I communicate. I want to transform my presence, how I show up. I want to be more confident. Maybe you want to be more authentic. I know you guys want to start speaking more eloquently so that there's flow. Those things can either be trained by the conscious mind, in which case you are practicing a routine and kind of beating it into the conscious mind. And that will work, but it is the long path. It is the long road to transformation. I want you to know about the short road to transformation. I want you to understand how to quickly get the things that you want and experience what you want with your empowerment, your confidence, and your voice. And that is through the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is open and permeable when we are in a very specific brainwave state. Why do we want the subconscious mind to be open? Well, whatever you imprint and repeat and believe with emotion will insert itself into the subconscious mind, which then becomes our new belief system. And beliefs inform behaviors. Behaviors inform our world. So if we want to change your situation, whether that's more money in your bank account, love, health, anything, we actually have to change our habits and actions. To change that, we need to transform our beliefs. To transform our beliefs, we need to be imprinting new information into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, you can think about the mind in general like an iceberg, where the very tip of the iceberg is like 10 to 15%, maybe not even 8%, 5%, conscious mind. Conscious mind is the tip of the iceberg where you are thinking, like right now, if I asked you to solve a puzzle, you'd have to like really use your executive function of the prefrontal cortex. You have to really pay attention. But most of the time, we don't pay attention. Right? How many times have you gotten into your car and you're driven from point A to point B and you're like, how did I even get here? Who was driving? Because you were daydreaming, right? That daydreaming while driving is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind knows the route, it knows how to operate a vehicle, and it allows you to go on autopilot. And so you can just drive down the road and safely get to your destination without consciously paying attention. This is great for driving to work. This is great for those monotonous tasks. Autopilot is beautiful, except it can hold us back from real transformation because we could also be in autopilot loops and not even conscious of behaviors and beliefs that are actually holding us back. Like the belief that you're not worthy to make more money, like the belief that you are not interesting and that no one wants to hear you, the belief that you will never be successful and it's hard work to become wealthy and successful. The belief that you need to be younger, smarter, prettier, thinner, whatever, to become magnetic. All of those untrue beliefs are subconsciously affecting your behaviors and actions in your world. So if we want to become a more magnetic voice and use our voice to make change and wealth in this world, we're not going to do it with the current belief systems that you have. We can't do it with the current subconscious programs that you have wired into your mind. because the current programs would have gotten you there already if they were the right programs. So your subconscious mind is constantly showing you what's in it. All you have to do is open up your eyes and look around. Okay? Everything around you in your physical environment, everything in your bank account, everything that you're wearing, the people that you're surrounding yourself with is a kind of copy or print out of a past decision, past belief, and current program that you have. It's only when we do this deeper subconscious work that we will actually start to see the transformation that we want in our environment around us. In other words, what you want has to first arrive inside of you first. What you desire for yourself, we actually have to desire it ahead of the experience, as Dr. Joe says, in your body first. And we have to feel it in our bodies in two ways. One, as a subconscious thought, a very specific, detailed thought about the future, and as feeling. The thought puts it out there into the universe, and the feeling draws it to you. And it's those two pathways, a specific thought done at a specific time. Your brain has to be in a very specific frequency. I'm going to talk about that in a second. It's that thought that allows the possibility to arrive in your body. And then the feeling, the emotion of how it's going to be when that finally happens is actually what magnetizes it and draws it to you. And the more you practice deep meditation, the more you practice breath work and subconscious work, which is so important. And I'm all about it. I do it every single day, anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes every single day. It's transforming my life in the most incredible ways. I'll talk about that in another video. But right now, I want you to think about your life. What right now are you tired of? Are you tired of being broke? Are you tired of hesitating? Are you tired of being spoken over? Are you tired of being overweight? Are you tired of not being in love or being in the crappy relationship or friendships that you're in? Whatever you are tolerating every single day, you're tolerating it because you don't have a different script in your subconscious mind. Because if you had a different subconscious script, you wouldn't even resonate as a person who would want the things that you're tolerating. For example, if you wanted to lose weight and you kept hating your body and you're thinking, I just want to lose 20 pounds. I just want to be in a better shape. I want to look good this summer. Well, the current script that you have in your mind is set up to eat more, sleep more, binge watch Netflix, not exercise. And so the future version of you that has lost 20 pounds in fat and has gained muscle and looks amazing naked, that person does different things, right? They don't sit around on the couch. They're active. They're paying attention to their macros and what they're eating. They're decreasing their stress so they don't have cortisol levels. So that future version of you has different behaviors. Can we agree to that? Remember, behaviors are brought about by beliefs. So that person, that future version of you also has different beliefs. And they got those different beliefs because of a new script that they planted, that they practiced into their subconscious mind. So when you have new thoughts with big, exciting feelings that match those thoughts, done during a very specific way, you will start to imprint into your subconscious mind. And when we imprint, it's like putting a handprint in mud. It eventually, your handprint, when you remove it, it will still see the outline of your hand. The subconscious mind is the same way. When you repeat a thought, a very specific thought, with a very big feeling around it, like how cool it's going to be that you go to the gym, how great you're going to feel, how awesome it's going to be when you're stronger and more vital and you can run now and play with your kids in the backyard and not get winded. All of those things, when you imagine that future state, how it's going to be now, and you get excited now, we start to close the gap between the perception of where you are now and that future self. And the more you practice these subconscious rituals, the more that gap between where you are now and where you want to be closes because of the perception. What you end up realizing is that it's right here now. Everything is now. There's no past, there's no future. Time is not linear and it's relative. Einstein taught us that with the theory of relativity. Time is a man-made construct. And really, what the quantum field and quantum mechanics tells us is that all possibilities, all timelines, all time itself, and all space exists. All possible combinations for your life already exists. It just doesn't exist here in the 3D world. It exists in the quantum field or the unified field. And so we get a chance to tap into that limitless possibility every time we sit down to meditate. So the key here is for you to get yourself into the right state of mind. Because remember I said the subconscious mind's like mud? Well, sometimes it's hard and it's just dirt. We want to get it into mud because that's when it's impressionable and we can push our hand onto it and leave the imprint of our thought. That new life where you're confident and magnetic and you're making lots of money and impact in your business, right? That's what we all want. So to make your mind into mud, I guess we're going with that analogy, we actually have to be in a theta brainwave state. Theta is very familiar to you. It's what you experience right before you fall asleep, and it's what you experience when you're just about waking up. It's that sleepy, relaxed state. You can also get there when you're done with a yoga class or you've just done a massage and you're sort of like, wow, I feel blissed out, man. Like that's such a good space to be. And that's where your subconscious mind is open and it's impressionable. And this is the moment where we can inject a new belief system. We can see in our mind's eye exactly how the future is going to be, and we can focus on those details. And wherever you focus on is where your energy flows. And when your energy consistently flows to something, we start to give it and feed it a charge, an electrical charge. And your mind is also deeply paying attention to that too. So moral of the story is start to meditate. Start to get a subconscious mind reprogramming practice where you can learn how to see the future self, call it in now, and close that gap so that you can start taking today different behaviors. You take different behaviors because you have different beliefs, and you have those new beliefs because you rewired your subconscious mind. This is how you're going to take the fast track to becoming a magnetic speaker, a great communicator, and a wealthy individual. I'm so excited for your future.